Cześć ekipa, tu Filip z Kite Cartel. Jesteśmy na Chałupach 3 w centrum testowym F1 i mamy dzisiaj dla Was specjalnego gościa, Charles Brodel. Welcome Poland. How are you?
Good, and you?
Pretty good. How you like it till now?
Yeah, it's good. I didn't see the spot yet, but this place looks amazing for kiting.
A bit rainy, but let's hope we're gonna get some wind and sun soon.
Yeah.
You've been traveling to us from Egypt?
Yeah, exactly. I was in Blue Lagoon just before,
Yeah.
and now I'm here in Poland, so I'm really curious to discover your spot.
Yeah, you will see the best of our Polish kitesurfing scene. Let's hope, yeah, and we're gonna check it out later on during the day. So for now, let's talk about a little introduction. A lot of people knows your bigger videos from Instagram, but not everybody knows actually who you are. Can you tell us about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Charles Brodel. I'm a professional kiteboarder, but I'm as well designer for F1 for now 4 years. And I'm working on the Banger, so this new kite for already 2 years and a half.
Okay.
So it was a huge project for me and a big challenge because it was a double challenge for me to be able to show that I'm capable to develop a kite for a brand, but as well to get this kite with the efficiency I was looking for my rider side, and to reach the competition I was looking for, like King of the Year. So it was a really huge challenge for me, and I'm pretty happy that
You made past few months ago. You made a world record with it, no?
Yeah, exactly, as
version.
well.
Yeah,
The same day I did the raw record, and I did my first podium against the twin tip riders. So. And won the golden ticket for the quota, so it was a huge day.
So let's say that it's paying off, yeah? The hard work you put into the kite, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet. So you work in the past few years, yeah, about this F1 Banger. Can you tell us a bit of the grand story? The idea came from yourself or from the brand?
Yeah, so in the beginning, I was looking to have a kite for competitions.
Okay.
So I had a discussion with F1, and we found an agreement together that I was allowed to create a kite 100% by myself, and that I didn't have to follow like an idea coming from.
So the F1 didn't give you any ground rules to follow. Charles, do the model that you dream of, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. They offered me a crazy project, so I went full into it, and so I was looking for a kite for competitions to reach the biggest competition I was looking for. And when I wrote everything I was looking for, I realized that my expectations were really close from the expectation from the market.
Okay.
It was like to have an easy kite that is helping you to learn your new tricks or like to ride easily. So it was, and like a customer want exactly the same. You don't want to struggle. You want to go in the water.
You want to have a trusted kite, yeah?
And exactly, trusting the kite, landing the tricks easy, and just having fun.
Cool.
So, and then I developed this kite in Alula first.
Okay.
And then I did it as well in Dacron. So it was cool to
test. You try all the materials available actually on the market, yeah?
And then I arrived with really good performance. And at this point already, with F1, we talked about maybe releasing the kite in the market because it was really easy. And we saw the potential of this kite for everyone. So then we choose to going into the marketing direction. And we were really close to release the kite. And then F1 called me, like Raphael called me.
Yeah.
I said, okay, Charles, after all the work you did on the Alula Banger, now you need to do it on QUADX because we found a crazy material.
Okay.
And it was just before the quota, so I was pretty
stressed.
Nervous because I was like, okay, if this material is not working, I'm kind of fucked. And so we tried a few prototypes, and really fast I found new performance from this kite just by changing the material.
Yeah.
So it was just insane, and I was so happy to just keep improving the efficiency just by the material. It's like
Crazy.
easy going for me.
We will talk about this difference a bit later.
Yeah.
I want to ask you mostly about your riding style because you choose the kitefall discipline. Yeah.
Yeah.
How what's the story behind it? Did you start riding for sure on twin tip? No, on a kite. How you basically get into the kite foiling?
So in the beginning, I was riding mountain board. It's the big skate and with the kite on land. Yeah. So I was doing it a lot. And then I went into twin tip, of course, and I was doing mostly air style. I was not doing freestyle.
Yeah.
So straight I was into board off and stuff. And then one day I had to do a show for an event with my mountain board. And it was pretty light. I was like a bit bored. And then I asked the guy that I've had the foil with him. I said, okay, can I try your foil? It looks good and I'm keen to try this stuff. And then I took it. I went on the water and then straight I felt that I was jumping quite high in really light wind. Yeah. And then I felt the potential, and it was during the summer. So I was looking to grab as soon as possible a foil to enjoy all the session during summer in light wind. And it came like this. Every day I was going on the water training and going more and more and more. Okay. And one day it became my main discipline. Like straight, I was
foiling for sure gives you a lot of more opportunities. To train air style. Because wider wind range. The
exactly.
lower wind you can still manage to get good practice on it. It was already the story was from the beginning with the F1, or did you ride some other brands?
Before I was riding a fly surfer.
Okay.
With just the foil kite. Okay. Mainly. Yeah, I started kiting with foil kite. Yeah. And then as F1 have foil kite and tube kite, then I was like, okay, this is the brand to go.
And for now, a pretty solid, legendary foil collection.
Yeah, exactly. Like the foils are just crazy. So as soon as I tried the F1 foil, I was completely in love of my gear. And it was way easier to send it on the water. So then when I had the F1 foil, I changed my wind range and I went into stronger wind. Yeah. And then I went into bigger with my foil. So
cool.
Everything came quite fast, and now it's going pretty far as well.
Nice. We saw on the last Kota was the performance was pretty solid. Yeah. It's crazy how you can basically manage to move the extremity of the twin tip bigger riders to your style. The kite's going super low. As for me, it's even looking sometimes even more crazy, more extreme than some guys doing it on a twin tip.
Yeah, exactly. As I can't do like board flip and stuff like this, I'm just looking to go extreme and more radical. Yeah. And during my first Kota, it was the point that I was missing. They told me that I needed more extremity, more kite angle. Yeah. So I worked 1 year completely on this point, and then this year I came with more kite angle and extremity, and it's really like the way I want to push. I like board flip and stuff, but as I can't do it, I prefer going into extremity.
Yeah, for me as well, it's a bit too much twisting now. Bigger is about bigger. Even we've been in Cape Town, we saw you riding sometimes, even on a free ride session, it still looks extreme. And amazing. All right, so that was introduction. Pretty cool to hear all the stories. I want to ask you now a few questions about the Banger, more specific, more tech talk. Okay. So first of all, let's explain to all the audience what type of the kite construction is it, okay? And what's the main characteristics of this kite? Yeah.
So the Banger, we made it with the QUADX, the new material from F1. And it's like a normal construction as we had in with our previous kite.
As you call it, like hybrid delta or open sea, or what kind of the kites? How you would describe it?
This one is like a hybrid delta, with 3 threads.
Okay. It's 3-thread kite,
big delta on this kite, but it's like still hybrid. Yeah. And it's a 3-thread kite made for like everyone. It's like an all-around kite, but you can push the bigger limits quite far with it. Okay. And the main goal was to create a kite pretty easy for everyone that was looking to progress on the water and landing new tricks. So it was, for me, the main goal, to make people happy, to have an easy kite and improving the level on the water and just with the kite.
Okay, so let's try to find three words, three characteristics that will explain Banger. Yeah, let's say is it fast, is it good hang time, or how we will few three words you wanna describe the kite.
Yeah, like for me, the main words for the Banger it
Yeah.
can be easiness,
Okay.
second lift,
Okay.
and maybe control.
Control.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's for sure. What I could feel once testing in some difficult condition. Yeah, that this
Yeah.
kite actually worse it gets with the wind.
Yeah.
Banger shines more. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, that's true. It's extremely well behaving in a tough conditions. Yeah, that's for sure. But we'll talk about this later. You said it's made in a QUADX. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a F1 new material. What the main advantages of this material, this construction, and what it really bringing to the real life of regular kite surfer, let's say, yeah?
Yeah. So first, we are looking to have a durable material because we
Durable,
had
yeah.
quite
Yeah, that's
some
really important
issue.
that you don't need to change the kites every season,
Yeah,
yeah?
exactly. So
Yeah.
before we tried with Alula and we had to change quite often the kite
Okay.
because it was not really durable or
Yeah.
it was harder to
keep
make
it,
the kite going well. So
Yeah.
we were looking for it and we found it with the QUADX.
Yeah,
And the second really good point of the QUADX is that on the material you have a weft and a warp side.
okay,
And on one side it's pretty strong,
yeah.
so it's same as Alula, like
Okay.
it's not deforming at all.
It's tough
And-
from outside to get the outside words, yeah?
Yeah.
Welcome, yeah.
And on the other side is like pretty soft.
Yeah,
So then I had to work quite a lot on the position of the material on the kite.
yeah,
But then I found, because we have like a square with a dynama,
yeah,
and we found a good position on the kite to have a pretty strong shape
yeah,
by using the warp side
okay,
and a good twist on the kite
all right.
because this side is softer.
Yeah, because sometimes they're making so stiff the kite, the frames, yeah, that in the end doesn't really
Yeah,
turn
it's
well,
not
yeah?
twisting anymore.
Yeah.
But to have a kite fast and with a good control,
Yeah.
it need to twist really well.
Of course,
So then we have the shape pretty strong
yeah,
with a good twist, and this is pretty nice in, especially as you said, like in gusty conditions,
yeah,
because when the gusts arrive, the kite is not moving at all.
yeah.
So it's not gonna you're not gonna lose control because the shape is strong.
That's what you're looking
and you
for
can
in tough conditions, yeah?
Yeah, and you can still control it pretty
Yeah.
easy because it's twisting every time.
And let's say for the people who start riding, yeah, and they're getting their own equipment, what will be the main pros of this material?
What do you mean?
For the people, for example, they just start riding, they're starting the history of the kite, they're buying their first kites, yeah?
Yeah.
For them, what kind of pros, what kind of benefits will they get from the QUADX?
For them, what is interesting about the QUADX is that it's really like the control it's giving on the kite.
Predictable, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. And if you do something on the bar, the kite's gonna react as you
As
were looking for.
Okay.
And there is no delay. Sometimes you go for it and some kites are not moving straight,
Yeah.
or like there is a delay, or it's like turning smooth and then fast or something
Okay,
like this. It's
yeah.
not like consistent.
So it's following basically your
Yeah, exactly.
your signals, yeah?
Yeah,
Cool.
it's like as if the kite were an extension of your hand. Like it's
Sounds like a dream.
yeah, it's really predictable. So it's really helpful, and for everyone, for a beginner
Yeah.
that is struggling with the handling, and for a provider that is looking to not thinking about the kite and going into rotation, it's always like pretty easy
You
to
can
know.
feel it well in the
Yeah.
in the air. Where is it? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. So we already heard that it was done before in Alula material. Yeah. So if you want to describe fast, what's the biggest? Why did you decide to change? Yeah. And what's the main advantage of the QUADX compared to Alula? Except the durability, yeah, as you
Yeah.
said. Or okay.
Yeah, exactly. So we were pretty happy about the efficiency of the kite,
Okay.
but we were not happy about the durability.
Yeah.
So then we came with the QUADX, and we found that in the beginning I didn't know at all that the handling will change with this material, because till you don't try, you don't know what's gonna
to
happen.
expect, yeah.
and I saw straight that the shape was the same and as strong as the Alula, but the main difference was that the kite was way more reactive, and that the control was easier than before.
Okay.
Because before it was pretty hard, and sometimes in strong wind, when you do a small mistake on your bike, it's going straight or like.
Yeah.
You can do less mistakes with
So you
Alula.
could say that the handling with the QUADX it's easier than with Alula.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, exactly.
But
and
still holding the shape, the construction of the kite pretty solid. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would say you can do more mistakes with the QUADX. It's gonna forgive you more than with the Alula, as I tried before.
Perfect. So mostly you describe it as well bigger, free ride kite. Yeah. So what kind of riders will benefit the most from the Banger QUADX?
I would say riders that like to do everything.
Okay.
And even like riders that want to go full into big air, they can go on it for sure.
Yeah.
But as well, like a rider that want to go free riding, or one day you want to go on a foil, chilling in the waves, and then maybe grabbing a strapless or doing airstyle with a twin tip, and if it's strong, then going into bigger session.
So you can call it one kite quiver, no?
Exactly. Okay. Like if you have, for example, an 8, you can go in 10 knots with your foil.
Yeah.
And then if there is waves, you can grab your strapless and riding it. And if there is strong wind, then you go for a bigger session. So the wind range is, in the end, it's quite big.
Yeah.
With just one size, you can do all the supports and doing everything you want. So it's pretty cool to not having to think about which model taking. With this one I take, and in the water I just
for example, I don't know, you travel to Egypt when sometimes it's for twin tip, sometimes it's for foiling,
yeah, exactly.
Or you go to Brazil when it's really nice to have a, bigger session on lagoon, and then go downwind with the strapless, on the waves, So basically you can do all with it, no?
Yeah.
That's
because like when you go for a bigger session, the wind can drop quite fast, and it's happened quite often. Yeah. So then you can still change and exactly.
And go and have fun. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We are talking about the sizes. So a question: what's your favorite size of the Banger? Because there's always the one. Yeah. There's always this magic one which people love from your set. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I really love the 8 meters because I'm mainly riding it. Okay. But like my biggest surprise with the Banger was the 7. 7. When we had to shoot in really strong wind in Barcarès, it was nuking. Yeah. And it's always kind of tricky to send your best tricks in really strong condition and gusty. Yeah. And with it, I felt that I was going pretty high, but still having the lift, having enough lift to land the tricks with a 7, because you always go super high with 7.
Well, bigger with 7, it's a different discipline.
Exactly. And it's always scary to go out with a 7 because you know that the wind is strong and that you will fall from the sky pretty fast.
As well, normally people doesn't ride often with 7.
Exactly.
Yeah. So they not get used to the small size. Yeah.
And for me, it was the biggest surprise to have that much second lift on a 7. Okay. Because now you can go crazy high and still getting the second lift.
Yeah. Last time Marta even was riding it. She gave it to test for some male friend, 85 kilo, and he surprisingly was doing still solid normal loops with it, with a full break of the speed during the catch, That was pretty good one. Let's talk a bit about the line length. F1 using normally 22?
22, yeah.
And you recommend 22, yeah?
Yeah, I recommend 22. I tried from 24 to 10 meters. Yeah. And 22 is working the best. You will have between 22 and 24, the kite's gonna shoot more into the wind. So then you will have to push less on your legs to let the kite going into the wind. And during the jumps you will go more vertical. Everything's gonna be smoother and with less pressure to put on your legs. Okay. And then if you go shorter, it's gonna still work pretty fine. Like it's not changing the handling on the kite. It looks like you still have your 22. Yeah. But when you reduce the length, then you will win a lot of high hand.
You can keep the kite longer with the higher wind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm doing sometimes. Instead of going with a 6 meter or like a 7, I'm putting my 8 with 20 meter lines. And if I'm overpowered, then I switch. But with 20, it's working.
You
pretty
said
good.
that on a quota you were using 20
Yeah,
meter
exactly.
lines, yeah. The
Because-
angle critical, but still you could get a nice height.
Yeah, exactly. Then it's a balance between height and
Yeah.
kite angle.
Sweet.
And because 20 meter lines allow me to take the same size as twin tip riders
Yeah.
and putting more kite angle. So then it's more extreme in the end.
Yeah, if we touch this topic, exactly, because people know that you're mostly riding foil,
Yeah.
There's a lot of questions. Do you still choosing the same size of the Banger, riding, let's say, foil and twin tip board in the same kind of conditions? Do you change sizes? Do you change some setup on the kite?
So now I'm using exactly the setting that
Okay.
the Banger have.
So if I want to go now with the twin tip, you want to go with foil, we're going to took the same setup.
yeah, exactly. The same
Perfect.
kite, same bar, everything same.
Okay.
Nothing is gonna change between the kites. And yeah, it's like it's hard to understand, but bigger foil and bigger twin tip, it's exactly the same expectations.
Okay.
I need exactly the same as a twin tip rider is looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And because during the development, I'm always taking my twin tip just to double check if everything is the same between foil and twin tip to be sure.
So you're always checking on a
100%.
twin tip.
Yeah,
All right.
and because I'm not that good with a twin tip,
Yeah.
so it's always cool to go on the water with less level,
Yeah.
to have both side, like
Yeah.
a good side and my medium side, to see if the kite is
Really
that
still
easy or not.
performing in a both, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
Because sometimes they doing these kites focusing on these pro riders, yeah?
Yeah.
And the kite, they wanna super fast, yeah, super
Yeah.
responding, good pull, yeah?
Yeah.
And not always these characteristics will basically, the normal people will benefit from it, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's cool that this one will work in both worlds, yeah?
Yeah.
Because,
And for me, it's pretty interesting to be able to down my level on the water.
yeah.
Because if you're really good on the water, for example, you miss some informations for a normal
That's true.
rider.
That's true.
So it's always super important to ride it like a normal rider and not just pushing and
Yeah, the feedback from the other world, it's as well important.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm always double checking.
Good to hear that. All right, so we now know a lot about the Banger, from what it was made from and for who is it, the kite. Now, if you want to describe the desired, perfect, dreamy conditions to use this kite, what it will be?
The dreamy conditions for me, it's like a strong wind for sure,
Yeah.
to do bigger.
So 35 plus,
Yeah, or
30 plus?
even, maybe 30, 35. It's
Okay.
like really interesting because you can push, but you're not completely scared about the crazy wind.
30, 35.
So it's pretty cool. But now like I spent a lot of time on all the sizes from
Yeah.
12 to 5,
Yeah,
and I'm enjoying way more all the conditions. Even like 15 knots before, I was like, it's kind of.
yeah, too
Too
low.
chill.
Yeah.
And now with the 12, I'm enjoying quite a lot because there is a lot of hang time and I can practice my old school
Because
way
you,
better
as
than
well, you
before.
said that the 12 and 10 is made for a hang time, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Like I was not really looking to come with a 12 that can do all the loops in 15 knots. For me, make more sense to have a 12
Yeah.
that's gonna perform really well in low end
Yeah,
with hairstyle tricks.
cool.
Because you don't really need to
Makes sense.
send some loops in
Yeah.
15 knots. It's like too light and
Yeah. Doesn't
it's-
really, it's later on once you want to move it to the 8 meter, it's different story. Anyway,
yeah, exactly. And
Yes.
in 15 knots, you don't have pull, and it's like too far from the reality.
Yeah.
So it's better to go out and train your hairstyle tricks with flips and tic tac and
That's a good
stuff like
tip.
this. And then trying to send some kite loop board off, for example.
Yeah.
They should be really good in hairstyle with the board off, and then when it's strong, they grab the 8 and they send the loop board off straight.
Perfect. So, dreamy conditions 30 to 35, kicker
Yeah.
or flat water?
Honestly, both.
Both.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because I developed this kite for 2 years and a half,
Okay.
so I did almost all the bigger spots in the world.
Yeah.
And in Cape Town, you have waves, strong
Yeah.
wind, light wind. In
Yeah.
Tarifa, it's super strong and flat.
Yeah.
Barcarès, it's strong but different wind.
Yeah.
And as well in Brazil, the wind is not so dense.
Yeah.
So it's also interesting to see the kite looping
In
without a
the-
lot of power and stuff.
Yeah.
and it was a really good experience to be able to develop a kite in all the winds possible, because like there is no place, like all the places are different.
Yeah.
There is
if you try the kite only in one place, yeah, it can be one story. Then you take it to the other place, and like, okay, come on, this is a different thing. Yeah.
And sometimes because I had some surprise, for example, in flat water, you can put a lot of line tensions and it's working great. And then you go on waves, you can put a bit less line tension. Yeah. Because the wave
the people always in the beginning struggle to get out from the kicker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the kite was not working the same, so I had the time to make the kite working same on both. So it was interesting. And
cool.
Now the kite is ready for all the spots, I guess.
Yeah, in Poland especially, we always got this saying that, you know, we got a dense wind because it's cold, like you in France, and especially in before the spring. And it's always saying they're going to Egypt, and then there's like, oh, it's not doesn't keep you so long in the air. The hang time is different. You need bigger sizes. But I was surprised because I was testing 9 meter in Egypt, and it was actually behaving really well. I could easily reach my good height and perform all the tricks. So it was cool that the kite was really performing when the conditions weren't what you were really expecting.
Yeah, exactly. And this is really tricky and long to understand how to add it on the kite.
Yeah, can imagine.
But now we are pretty happy to have this.
Cool. So cool. And if we're talking about the spots, if you need to choose one spot on the world, what will be your place to go?
It would be Cape Town.
Okay.
This is the place to go for me because you have a lot of space. Like now you go to Tarifa or Bucharest, it's always busy.
When you're flying, you're basically closing the spot.
Exactly. And it's hard to find place and being able to train or to test. And in Cape Town, you have a lot of space.
Yeah.
And you can land your kite quite easily to adjust.
Yeah.
For me, it's important.
Big beach, side shore wind. Yeah. Good. When it's blowing, pretty good wind. Yeah.
Yeah. And beside the kite in Cape Town, you can have a normal life. It's not like in Brazil where it's sometimes hard to stay long. Yeah. For example. So I really like Cape Town.
So it's a Cape Town it is. Yeah. So let's talk a bit about the wind range of the Banger. Would you say this kite will behave better in a high wind or in a softer wind?
So it's hard to tell exactly because, of course, I was working on both low end and high end. But I was really looking to give a lot of high end because it's for me the most important. When it's strong, you don't want to struggle. Yeah. If the wind is light, you can still go safe on the beach, and then you change your kite sizes. Yeah. And when it's strong and there is gust coming, then you want to shit out and being safe, everything stop. And for me, it was the main important point. The most important.
Would you say that the power of the Banger is pretty good? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can still hold, for example, a 9 really fine, really strong wind. Okay. And you can still feel safe. Okay. If you release the bar, then everything needs to stop quite fast because otherwise it's dangerous.
That's a great feature. I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah. So the high end, it's the
perfect. And let's talk a bit about the kite loop ability. As a bigger kite, people expect that the kite loop will go pretty easy, but let's not forget about some nature of this movement. We need some pull. We need some extremity. How would you describe the kite loops of Banger?
So when I developed the Banger, I was working mainly on 3 points. Okay. So the first one was the pop. I was looking to give a pop pretty vertical, that the kite is always shooting you vertical. Even if you miss a bit the pop or you don't have crazy line tension or stuff like this, you will still go vertical. Yeah. And not going horizontal full speed and crashing.
That's the main point, to basically get the kite loop safe and lines in tension.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, so the second point then for me it was the loop, because a kite loop, it should not be a move super technical. In the end, you just have to pull one side and the kite is looping. So everyone almost should send the kite loop and still being safe. Yeah. So yeah, the goal was to make a kite loop consistent
Yeah.
with a small radius,
Yeah.
and also like being able to forgive the mistakes during the down loop, because the main point is that, for example, I see a lot of beginners sending a kite loop,
Yeah.
and then they crash just because the kite is not
Not fully coming back.
yeah, exactly. And if they pull the down loop too early or too late, then they crash.
Yeah,
And
because there's lack of tension. The kite didn't
Yeah.
catch you. Yeah.
exactly. So the goal was to have this kite loop easy, and then after the loop, the kite is still having tension in the lines and in the harness. So then you keep going with a good balance.
Yes,
You feel pretty well how the kite is going up again.
Yeah, I could feel definitely longer hang time. Yeah, on the
Yeah.
fall. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. That you're not falling with a full speed. Basically, kite supports you. All
Yeah,
all
exactly.
the time. Yeah.
Because most of the time with aggressive kites for big air, for example, you send the
Yeah.
loop, it's going fast,
Yeah.
then you get the yank,
Yeah.
you lose the line tension, and it's climbing
Yeah.
so fast that you don't know when you have to send the down loop.
Yeah, especially in the gusty winds. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And with this one, it's you always have line tensions during the climb, so then you know approximately when to send the down loop. And as you didn't lose the tension and
Yeah.
you didn't have a crazy yank,
Yeah.
then you can send the down loop a bit earlier or a bit later. It's still gonna work because you don't have this crazy fall.
Cool.
It's more consistent from the beginning till the end, and this is pretty
More
important.
predictable.
to,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
And everyone in the beginning is scared about sending a loop
yeah.
because of the yank and the fact that it's radical. And
Yeah.
now with the banger, I feel that it's easier to send it and not being scared about the loop. So
Check it out, guys. That's gonna be a good one to learn with. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so maybe we're gonna give some Charles golden tips for the guys who's progressing now in a bigger and wanna learn better this discipline. Do you have some golden tips about maybe about the takeoff or about sending loops or about the landing?
So yeah, the golden tip if you want to progress mainly is to practice hairstyle. Hairstyle is really the base of everything. If you have all your tricks with hairstyle,
Yeah.
then you can just you can adjust your timing to add a loop into your trick.
And so we're talking riding overpowered, going big, yeah, going board offs, going rotations, yeah.
Because like most of the time, people are looking to do a loop and adding a trick to a loop.
Yeah.
But it's the opposite. You add a loop on your trick,
Okay.
and your tricks you can train it like on hairstyle, and it's safe.
So you can take 12-meter banger and train on the 15 knots, yeah?
You're not gonna enjoy yourself because you do hairstyle.
Yeah.
But you can enjoy yourself because you're trying a new move with a loop.
Yeah.
So you can try the move without loop, and if
Yeah.
you're comfortable with it, then you go with a loop.
That's a good one.
So
yeah.
I would say this is my main
golden
tip.
Golden tip. Perfect. So let's talk now a bit about the F1 lineup, yeah?
Yeah.
And the main difference between the other kites. Let's put together Banger QUADX and the Trigger Brainchild.
Yeah.
We know the differences in the technologies, yeah? Let's talk about which kite it's more for what, yeah? From your experience, how would you describe it?
So if I have to describe these two kites, for me the Trigger Brainchild is 100% for big air performance.
Okay.
So if you want to boost pretty high and
Yeah.
going into radical kite loops, and then you go for this kite, and it's gonna be for more experienced riders.
Okay.
And if you want to progress and going like more easier into your tricks, then the banger is gonna be easier because of the loop and the easiness of the kite. So for me, it's the main difference. It's like, and still with the banger, you can push quite a lot as I'm doing with it. So
we're seeing it.
I still don't know where is the limit of this kite.
We will long not know. The sport is still kind of young. Yeah.
But for me, the main difference is this. And the banger, you can do also like strapless foil with it. And it's more all around than Trigger.
Yeah.
But maybe if you are looking just for crazy boosting, maybe the Trigger is going to be higher. I don't know.
But you will say that maybe some mix-up as well with the quiver will be a fun part, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, but a banger big of this it could work, no?
Yeah, but now with the world record I did, I don't know who's gonna be who's gonna hire.
Yeah, exactly. I had the same feeling, like which 9 to choose. You know?
Exactly.
Both 9s are pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's like the best. Like the best option, I will take both.
Yeah.
Depends on the day, maybe choosing this or this. But yeah, that's true story. Both are crazy good kites. But with this, the easiness and the control, I think it's a bit better. Yeah.
And it was a long task to find the balance between the front line tensions and the back line tensions, because sometimes the kite is front stalling, and sometimes back stalling. So it's hard to have both.
Yeah.
But now, as soon as I get it, I found straight that in my tricks I was able to send the kite completely in the back and not thinking about it.
Yeah.
And it was always coming again in front, and it was like forgiving all my mistakes. And you can still like spin till the end and not thinking about the kite.
You got time to complete your rotations.
Yeah. It's almost like when you land, the kite is there, it's lifting, you put it in front and it's still coming, it's not falling. So it's a big advantage to have this, because
huge advantage. Yeah. Like how many times my kite was front stalling, I couldn't tell now. Yeah. Yeah. So.
And this happened to everyone.
Yeah.
But
it's a part of the process of learning. Yeah.
It become mostly because you always get this line tension.
Yeah.
Even after the loop, you don't lose it. So if you lose it, then you have no line tension. You get it again, and it's shooting pretty fast.
Yeah.
But the speed of the kite is always changing.
Yeah.
On the banger, when you send the loop, as you have the line tension, it's going consistent behind you. So then the kite by itself find the sweet spot and can go as far as it can, but by itself.
Yeah.
You don't choose really like where you...
And as well on the way back, it supports you really well. Yeah. On some first loops with the rotations, I was surprised the banger that I had so much time that I was immediately starting adding some late rotation to this fall, because I was like, there's a time to drink a little tea. Sometimes on the way down. Yeah. So this is really cool. All right, man. I think we know a lot now about the banger. Now we know as well your story. Pretty cool. It's time to go to Rewa, to the festival, to see some of the Polish spots. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the chat. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for you for this welcome.
Yeah.
And let's go in the water.
Let's go in the water, guys. See you there.